Mama. All right, Mama. I'll eat while I'm on my live. You okay?
I turned the AC on. It's not hot in here.
What?
It's too hot in there.
Hi, guys. Hi, welcome. Welcome. God bless you. Okay, okay. For some reason, my kitten wants to be curled up in a ball beside me. I don't know why, but it's like the cutest thing ever. Hello. Like, comment, and share, please. God bless you. How are you? Okay, guys, I'll be right back. And before we can go on with my live any further, I have to explain 3 rules. Number 1, no hate speech of any kind. That includes bullying. Number 2, no dirty text, no sexual conduct of any kind is allowed. Number 3, please don't come on my live and say gay, bi. Please don't say that. Everyone's welcome. And if you break my 3 rules, you will be kicked out. Thank you and God bless. Like, comment, and share. And yes, my GoFundMe is still on my account. Hey, come in and say hi, please, so I know my chat is working. Because for some reason, it's not letting me see all my messages. Thank you and God bless you. Now I see him. Hello. Welcome. Hi, Sherry. I love you. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta get my supper. I don't know what I did to my toe, but it's pinched the nerve. It's like my toe is pinching a nerve, and it really hurts. It burns. What's that, Mom?
Too bad we could put one in between it and make it a, you know what I mean, taller.
I know.
Like, oh.
Uh-huh. I'll be right back, guys. I gotta go to the restroom.
We need to,
I don't see why we couldn't.
we need to check these lifters under the bed.
What?
The lifters we have under the feet of the bed that bring our bed up. 'Cause that one's been making a weird sound. I don't understand.
Puppy?
I don't even know.
I'm sorry, baby. Mama, sorry. You okay?
No, he's
You
not.
okay? Okay. That's a puppy. Kiki.
He's dying.
What?
He's dying.
Who?
Whoever you said, are you okay? Puppy.
Don't say that, Mom.
Well, he is getting awfully old.
I know.
Yeah, you know, he borrowed time.
Mom, leave puppy out of your death comment. Hello, Sherry. Hello, Diane. No, they want my dog to die.
No.
I'm eating macaroni and cheese. And-
We got that dog.
What?
I remember when we got that dog. I brought him home.
And chicken nuggets. He was supposed to be my nephew's dog, but the dog chose me. His mate, her name was Baby.
Yeah,
And let me tell you, that dog,
she was beautiful. She was gorgeous.
she was.
Oh, sorry.
But she was a brat.
Oh, it's coming out of the wall.
She was a brat.
Hold on. Look, Jeffy. Well, she wasn't a brat.
When it snowed, I call her a brat because she would not go outside unless there was a square that she could literally stand on and pee. She did not like her feet getting wet. Oh my gosh. She was a brat.
She was a beautiful dog.
She looked just like Baby. I mean, not Baby, but Puppy. The only difference is she took more of the Chihuahua than the Wiener dog. She had
Move, Jeffy.
two
move.
litters.
Yes, that's right. Yes, she had two. I forget that.
The first litter was two males,
No, the first,
no tail.
there was just two of them.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Because Kathy's brother, his wife got the girl, the one that looked just like her.
Then the second litter she had all boys and one girl.
That's all.
No, she had three litters.
No, she did not, Kathy.
The second
She
litter.
died while you were in Texas.
I know,
That was
Ma.
her
Let me
sec-
finish.
That was her second litter when you left that she had had.
She died like a few days before they were broke from breastfeeding. If you let me finish, Mother.
I never bottle check them.
Puppy did everything what a mama dog would do except feed him.
He's a good dog.
He's okay. Like if you bring like an animal inside, he will not hurt it. He will literally try to take care of it. Now if it's outside and it's trying to come in, yeah, he's not happy about that. He'll look at you like, "Are you serious? Did you just bring that thing in here?" Nope. My nephew's 14. That's a good age. Ah, I don't know about that. That's an age that we need Jesus. Wait. Mom, one of my followers, her daughter is the same age as I am right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, 40. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong? Want me to stab you?
Anything was wrong. We just got too much junk. We really do need to get rid of it.
You do, not me.
Yeah.
Mom, when you say get rid of it, Jeffy's like this. He looks away. She didn't mean you, Jeffy. God. I love you, Sherry. I gotta stay on for 1 hour. Yep. When I don't do it a lot, on YouTube, I've noticed that I run out of steam.
Yeah. So, what's the number one birthday or gift that all kids want?
I say like a car that they can drive, one of those things that you get in.
What? Oh, you mean for the water?
Yeah.
Those are neat.
I say that. But yeah, that's a good question. Guys, what is the number one toy that all the kids want these days? Me and Mom saw these cars, and you blow them up.
They got cars. They got.
And you can drive them
They
on
had
the
a
water.
shark inside the
Yeah,
shark.
and the submarine.
Yeah.
You can literally drive them on water. And all you have to do is blow them up.
It was cool.
Oh, Sherry's daughter wants clothes for her birthday. Because 2 days after her birthday, they go to school.
Oh.
Yeah. Sherry's son, his birthday is the day school gets out for summer vacation. Hey, Sherry. Has Lottie ever said that she wishes she could have her brother's birthday? Yeah, that would be cool. Oh, Mom,
What?
what's SUBMARINE?
Submarines where? I know you. I know you why you talk about submarine. I know you why you talk about submarine. What?
Because we might have to get in a submarine and save you from whatever monster is knocking at your door. That's why. And if I go missing, you better get in a submarine and come find me.
Yeah.
Butthead. No. Sherry! Do you want to come find me? What? Girl. You going to the ocean? I don't know. I might. I don't know. I don't know what the kidnappers are thinking. If the kidnappers come kidnap me and they throw me in the ocean, then yeah, I'm gonna need somebody to come get me. What the heck? Mother, don't say that. Sherry might say no. Sorry. I love her, but sorry. Have fun. You can't leave me out in the ocean. Mom! Great. Now my mom and Sherry can't come save me. What the heck? What the heck? If I get kidnapped and I end up in the ocean on a stranded island, you better come get me. So am I chasing a sub? No, you're getting a sub and you're going underwater in the ocean, gonna find an island and hope and pray to God you find the right one that I'm on. Oh, yeah. You have to steal a submarine. No, I'll be on top, but I'll jump in the ocean to catch fish. Hi, honey. Welcome. God bless you. I'm trying to make everybody feel comfortable because what I am about to talk about might make you feel uncomfortable. But you know what? It's going to be all right, baby, because you're in good hands and God is kind. But let me tell you right now, discretion at your own. Keep watching if you want. If you don't, that's understandable. You at your own risk. Now, here we go. Wake up. Okay? I know you've heard this. You've probably heard this your entire life. But you need to wake up. You know what's going on around you. You know about what's going on in the world, okay? About the war, about AI, all of that, okay? It's getting closer to what the Bible has said. It is literally going in order the way Mark said it, Paul, Matthew, all of them, all the disciples. It is literally going in order. Okay? So why won't you wake up? Why? What is it that Satan has a hold of you that is so stupid that you won't wake up? Because you sit there and you think, oh, I can leave the devil anytime. No, honey, you can't. You're running out of time. You are running out of time. And when that door shuts, you're done for. You're done. You have sealed your fate. You're either burning in hell or you're walking with angels. Your choice. And I know some of you are gonna pop off and say, "Oh, you're being judgy. It's free will." Yes, exactly. It is free will, and yes, you do have the right. You do have the choice. But no, I'm not being judgy. I have seen on both sides. I have seen what drugs do to a family. I have seen what alcohol does to a family. I have seen it. I have, because my family went through it. So I am here today to tell you, you don't have to choose that life. If you're in that life right now, it's because of you, no one else. Yes, they offered it. That's the thing. You still had the power to say no. You say no on everything else. Why the hell don't you say no to that? Number one, you are hiding pain. Number two, you are hiding who you are. Number three, you don't want help. Because if you did, you would say no. Period. In the discussion, you would. Now, if you like to hide and you like to chase and you like not knowing if you're going to live or die and knowing when you're going to get caught, when you're going to end up in the grave or end up in jail or prison, then yeah, you'll keep doing it. But if you're at the point where you go, what the heck am I doing? That is a sign from God himself to tell you, baby, get help, get out, get out. And you can. Don't sit there and say, oh, no, I can't. I don't have it. I don't have the money. I don't have the transportation. Bullshit. Because I know for a fact that there is grants for Missouri. There is rides. There are clinics. Don't ever say that. Don't ever let that come out of your mouth. You don't want help because you choose to live in sin. You choose to walk with Satan. You choose to leave everybody that loves you and cares about you in the dark. So don't ever say, oh, it's not my choice. Yes, honey, it is. You choose to be Satan. You choose to be a snake. You choose to be a scorpion. And you choose to be a wolf in sheep clothing. Nobody else does it except you. And at the end of the day, when it comes right down to it, you're either walking with the snake and scorpion or you're walking with God, the lion and the lamb. You're either a man of God or you're a slither like a snake. And you all know what God says, snakes and scorpions be underneath my feet. So you would choose that over no pain, no addiction, no hatred, no nothing that would hurt you in any way. You would take hell and damnation and fire eternity just to get high so you can't feel? Baby, that's not living. You might as well just call the devil up and say, hey, I'm already dead. That's what it is. You're not alive anymore. All you're doing is living. You're just doing the motion. That's all you're doing. You're not alive. What makes you alive is the drug. It's not the drug anymore. It's that addiction. It's that, oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. It's that. It's not knowing if you're gonna live or die. It's not knowing if you're gonna get caught or you're not, or you're gonna. It's that. And if that's all you wake up to, then we have failed. As Christians, as mothers, as fathers, we have failed. Because if we let our community get to the point where that's all they want, and it doesn't matter what you throw at them, we have failed as Christian. Because God says, cast your net out to the ones that people forsake. Cast your net out to the ones that people say they are forbidden, they are worthless, they are nothing. Cast your net and bring them in. Bring them in. And what do as Christians? We ban them. We kick them. We spit at them. We tell them they're nothing. We hurt them. We don't protect them. We don't bring them in. We don't treasure them. We don't remind them how important and how much they are worthy of God's love. It doesn't matter. God knows exactly when you shoot up. God knows when you don't. God knows when you go to the bathroom. God knows every little detail. God knows. And he's still standing there saying, son, daughter, come home. I'm right here. Come home. And I'm waiting. I'm waiting to take the shame away. I'm waiting to take the pain away. I'm waiting to heal you from the inside out. I am waiting for you to come home. Come home. But you choose to run. You choose to feel so ashamed and so ugly inside to not see how worthy you are. And that is our fault. Because we, the people that's supposed to believe in God, we, the Christians, are supposed to bring them in and to hold them and to love them. No matter what. Yeah, they're gonna push. They're gonna react. They're gonna go psychotic. But the point is they can never say that you didn't try. They can't. Because it'd be a lie. And all they know is lies. All they know is deception. All they know is deceiving. That's all they know. So yeah, when you come at them with love, yeah, you're going to get this reaction. Oh, no, back up. Back the hell up. Who the hell do you think you are? What, you think you know me? You think you know my story? You think you know the walk? No, I don't. But God does. And do I know your story? No, I don't know your story. But honey, I know mine. I've seen both sides. I know the grass is not greener on the other side. It's still the same grass. It's still green. But to a drug addict, it's better, it's quicker, it's faster, it's easier. But until they mentally say, I am done hurting, I am done dying inside, it doesn't matter. You can come at them with all the love in the world. You can come at them with every saint, every priest, everything that God has made. They will not accept it until they are ready to break down and say, I am done being dead inside. I want to live. I want to breathe. I want to see. Until they're ready to say that and to mean it, They're not going to let you help them. They're not going to let you come anywhere near them. They will tear you down and rip you apart and sell you piece by piece as quick as they can throw you. I've seen it. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it too many times. And by the grace of God, I'm not a drug addict and I'm not an alcoholic. Am I cocky about it? No, I'm not. I don't mean to. If I do, I'm sorry. But I have been around it since I can remember. And I have never once want to do meth, heroin, fentanyl, none of it. And I've been around it. And never. Because I know what it does. I've seen it. I've watched it tear my family and almost kill my family, literally kill my family. But by the grace of Jesus, my family's alive. So yes, I can say, I do know what it means to stand your ground. I do know what it means to be on that other side. I do know that. Does that make me perfect? No. Does that make me better than an alcoholic and a junkie? No. It makes us the same because we are all the same. We all have addictions, whether it's good or bad. We have addiction. Addiction is addiction. Whether it's cocaine, heroin, meth, fentanyl, coke, any of it, it's still addiction. But until you are done being dead inside, it doesn't matter how many times you pray for them. It doesn't matter how many times you ask God, please wake them up. Until they are done wanting to die inside, they're not going to see you. They will think of you as the worst thing living. And it's not because they don't love you. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with they chose to be dead inside than feel. Because when they feel, it hurts. It hurts too bad. They can't do it. They can't comprehend it. It will literally physically shut them down. And that's not good. So they would rather be dead inside and do their addiction instead of feeling. Because if they feel, that means they're alive. And they don't want to feel. That's why a drug addict, when you see them, that's why when you look in their eyes, they're not there. They're already gone. What you're seeing is their bodies just going through the motion. Because those are the ones that have fully, unfortunately, gave up. Those are the ones that we have failed. Those are the ones that should be coming into the church. Not condemning them just because they look different. You say you're Christians, but when you see that, you condemn them. You tell your kids not to help. You tell your kids to come on, keep walking. What if that was your child or your mother or your father or your grandparent or your grandma? Let me tell you, it can happen to your grandma and grandpa. It happened to my aunt. But thank you, Jesus, she found her way back to God. And she's clean. Those are the people that we need to bring home. Those are the people that we need to reach out more. But you guys always DM me and tell me that I'm fake. How am I fake? I speak from experiences, okay? I've been on both sides. And I don't like it. I don't like the other side. I don't. There's people that I know that are still on that side. And I worry about them constantly. But I know no matter what I say, until they're ready to live again, they're not going to accept what I have to say. They're not going to be like, oh, yeah, okay. No, they're not. They're not going to hear it. They're not going to stand for it. They'll get mad. They'll get very testy. They'll get very snappy and like, get the hell away from me. No, they'll be mean and cruel. Because the part of them that was alive, that did love me and did care about me, that part had to die. Because when they saw me, they saw the light. And it hurt them. It made them feel ashamed. It made them feel like they're not good enough to be around me. It hurt them because it made them feel. It made them, for that brief moment, it made them alive. And whatever trauma they have that they are not dealing with, it brought it a little bit of it to light. And no, they'd rather be dead inside than to feel. That's what an addict is. Someone that literally shuts off everything. Everything. Because if they don't feel, then in their mind, there's nothing wrong with them. They are perfectly fine. They are just like everybody else. And they can do everything just like everybody else. But what they're really doing is harming themselves, and they're putting other people's life in danger when they do that. And that's when we need to step in as Christians and to show them that you're not alone, baby. Everyone has trauma. Everyone has battles. Everyone goes through something that makes them not want to be alive anymore. But we are failing them. And it doesn't mean they're not worth anything, because they are. You are worth so much to God. But seriously, guys, we need to help them. We need to show them. Live by example. You'll know the ones I'm talking about because I have them around here at our town. But they're not unreachable. They're just asleep. And they need to be woken up by God. You all know how big a mustard seed is, right? It's this big. It's little. If you can plant a mustard seed of faith, of hope in one of them, and keep praying, God will wake up the dead. God will bring him exactly where he needs to be. God will put him where he is supposed to be, who he's supposed to talk to. God will do it. But he can't do it unless we plant the seed of hope and love and warmth. Until we plant that, he can't do it. I support anyone that believes in God. Amen. Amen, Sherry. because God tells us to love our neighbors as we love ourselves. And I speak from experience. I know what it looks like when you're dead inside. I've seen it. I've been around it. And let me tell you, it's not something I ever want to see again. But it's there. I'm not going to run from it. I'm not going to say, oh, no, it's, it'll never, come about again. No, I'm not going to do that. No, it will. It's called the devil. And I've seen his face so many times, it's not even funny. But I'm not running. And I'm not hiding. And I'm not condemning. What I'm saying is when an addict is done being dead inside and he chooses to wake up, that is when he'll be free from his addiction. And the only way he's going to choose to wake up and be alive is if we show him that he's not alone. And whatever trauma he has that has made him shut off everything, it is not his fault. And that he is worthy of love and being treasured, no matter what. And we are not the judger or the accuser. We, the people of God, as the lover and the healer of Christ. That is who we are. So that was my point earlier, is that you have to love yourself first. Exactly. Yes. But like I said, because I've had a couple DM me saying that I don't have a lot of room to talk about drug addicts and alcoholics. Yeah, actually I do. I have a lot of friends that are still on drugs, and I worry about them constantly. I pray for them every night. I go to church and I pray for them. I do. I worry that I'm going to open the newspaper and find them dead. I'd rather them hate me and curse me than go to their funeral and ask why. And have the questions. Why didn't you reach out to me? Why didn't I not fight for you? Why, I don't want to have those questions. I still deal with one of my friends. His sister, her name was Pookie, and her brother and her mom moved up to Rolla while I was still here in school in Licking. And we moved to Rolla, and we found him. And he was really bad on drugs, but he was also manic depression, what I have. And he came over, and we had the best day ever. I mean, it was awesome. We went out to eat. We saw a movie. We ate ice cream, went to the rec center, swam. It was just the best day ever. And he gets up and I walk him to the door, and I said, I looked at him and I said, thank you for today. It was the best day ever. He's like, you're welcome. And I said, I'll see you tomorrow. And he goes, I'll see you around. And he always said that. So I didn't think anything of it. He's always said that since I've known him. Next day came around, and me and my mom were going somewhere, and his mom flagged us down at her job. A slice of pie. That's where she works.
Kathy,
What?
you don't need to know where she works.
And she I remember she looked at my mom and she goes, I got some sad news. And I was like, uh-oh. And she said, my son committed suicide. And I struggle with that still today. I do. I still struggle with that. Because I blame myself. Why didn't I not see the signs? Why didn't I not fight, harder for him? Why did I just let him walk out my door and not say, hey, you got this, you got this. Why? Those are the questions I still carry. And a lot of you ask what else she talked about. I don't know. I honestly 100% I don't remember. After she told my mom and me that he took his life, I don't remember anything else. It was like, the only way I know how to describe it is, you know how black, like the sky is black at night, Take that and times it by 10. That's how it felt. Like I could hear mumbling, but I don't. I still to this day do not know what she was saying to my mom. After she said that, it was like I died. That's what it felt like. Like I died inside. Like everything that was good and just that kept me, just happy and just it was gone. It was gone. It was gone. And I still blame myself. And that's what I went to therapy for. And she said, why? Why do you blame yourself? I said, because why didn't I see the signs? Why couldn't I see what everyone else saw? Everyone else saw that he was getting worse in his depression. But for some reason, I couldn't see it. And my counselor said, how close were you with him? I was really close. I grew up with him. Me and his sister went to school together. I mean, we pretty much had sleepovers, we were like family. And she goes, that's why. It's not that you didn't see it, Kathy. It's not that you didn't care about him, because you did. But your heart was trying to protect you. And your mind is trying to protect you. It's called self-preservation. And I was like, is that why I don't remember anything that, yeah. If his mom said anything after that, no. You won't remember it. You won't have any. I was like, I don't. After she said my son took his life, it was like lights out. Like literally lights out. Like it was, my brain just went, phew, night. And a lot of people were like, oh, it's so long ago. Yeah, but you don't get over something like that. You never do. All you do is find a way to adapt, to live with it. It doesn't ever go away. It's there constantly. It's there like a loop. Like it will not stop. It's a loop. And what you do is you don't block it out, because your brain won't let you. So your brain will adapt, will help you adapt so you can deal with it. But even if you deal with it, it will never leave. It will never go away. It will be there constantly. You can go to sleep and dream about it. And I do. And I do. I've asked my therapist, because she's asked me, if you could say something to him, what would it be? Do you regret knowing me? Was that one of your regrets? And why didn't you not come to me? What did I do or say that made you feel like she's not there, up here mentally. I'm not talking physically, I'm talking mentally. Like, did I say something or do something that made you look at me like she's not up here, where I feel comfortable talking to her? And she was like, I go, that's the questions I hope God will answer. And she goes, for you, I hope he does. I go, I do too. And that was my questions. I wonder about that every day. And I have friends now, I have people that I know that are still in Satan's grip. And that's my biggest fear, that it's going to happen all over again. And why didn't I not see the signs? So I asked God, I've been asking God to not take the memories of them away, but make it where if something like that does happen, or they do pass from their addiction, that my heart doesn't break like it did with him. Because I really, I don't remember a lot after that. I really don't. I just remember being really sad. And for a long time, when people asked me where I'm going, I would tell them. I would look at them and say, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm going straight to hell when I die. And I've said that since after he died. And I didn't stop saying that until I got baptized. That's how long I said that. That's how long that the devil had his grasp. And the devil let go when God stepped in. But a lot of people, including my family, I've noticed, they don't really know how to take me on how I feel. Sometimes I don't know how to take myself. But I do know what I feel. And that's something I struggle with every day. What if I could have called them more often and uplifted them more? What if that's what I have to live with that now. With the what ifs and could've and woulda, I have to live with that. And it does, it hurts. Because not knowing, I think not knowing hurts worse than whatever that person did. Because you don't know exactly where his mindset was. I mean, you know where his mindset was, but you don't know where you were, and his mindset. And I do. I wonder about that all the time. And some days it's where I can kind of ignore it. I can focus on something. I can, but other days I need to talk about it. I need to, and I think that's why I did my YouTube. The way I can describe him is to me, he was like my big teddy bear. He was my big teddy bear. He always made me feel like I was on top of the world. Like I could do no wrong, and that anything my heart desires, like, oh, I'm going to reach the mountain. I can do it. He was always like that. He was like, Kathy, you can do it. You can do whatever you put your mind to it. I've seen you do it. I would look up to him like that. And I should have been saying more of that to him. And I mean, his mom. I remember his mom saying, "Don't blame yourself." That's easier said than done. I mean, we spent childhood together. We spent birthdays. I mean, he was a part of my family. You know, and you don't. It doesn't matter how mad you get at them. It doesn't matter how they're your family. You don't throw them away. That's what I loved about him. He never made me feel like I was a burden. He never made me feel like, oh, okay, look, here's Kathy. Here's T and Anthony's little sister, you know, she's a little slow, you know. He was never like that. He was always kind and like, come on, Kathy. It's all right. I got you. He always made me feel like I can do it. I can, you know, I'm just like everybody else. And I wish I could have done it for him because I wasn't afraid when I was around him to be me because I knew he was there. I knew, you know, he had my back. And sometimes I wondered, did somebody have his? And I wish I could have told him, I have your back. You know? I wish I could have told him more that I loved him. And it's just my therapist said, you can't always live on what is, Kathy. And I was like, I understand that. What do I do to help get past? And that's when she suggested write a letter to him. Write what you want to say to him. And I was like, but he's passed away. And she goes, no, hold on, listen. Write the letter. Write what you want to say to him. And let it all out in the letter. And once you get done with that letter, go outside and burn it. And when you burn it, say goodbye. I was like, oh, okay. But see, I don't know how to spell. But I know what she meant. And I don't think I'm there yet to say goodbye yet. A part of me says, yes, come on, it's time. I'm 40 years old. And this happened when I was in my 20s. But another part of me is like, I can't, because to me that be like I'm throwing them away. And I know I'm not, but it's something I struggle with. I really do. I struggle with it. Was he always in my life? Yeah, he was. He really was. He was in my life. Kathy, it's not your fault. You didn't know. Please don't blame yourself. Numb. Sounds like he was a wonderful person. God bless him. God bless his soul. He was. He was more in my life than Dustin Wells or any of them. I mean, they were in my life, yes, but he was more of the don't mess with her because I will take you down one way or another. He was that. He was like my big brother, like my other brother. I felt like I could do no wrong in his eyes. Like I could do anything. Like if I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to ride this bike, I can do it. I would hear him say, yes, you can. You got this, Kathy. You know, he was always my cheerleader. He was always pushing me forward. And then he wasn't, you know, he was gone. And he, yes, Mom, that's, no, this is what we're talking about. No, you know, it's, it's sad because a lot of people say, you know, trauma will only affect certain people certain ways. No, trauma affects everyone different. And there's no real way to say when trauma ends because we're always fighting with ourselves. One way or another, we're fighting with ourselves. We're either fighting with ourselves because we don't like ourselves, or we're fighting ourselves because ourself doesn't want to live anymore. Either way, there is trauma in some way, in some form. And how we get through it as Christians is that we come together and we talk and we vent until there's nothing left to vent about. Then we find a solution. We find a common ground that we all can live by, and that's God. That's our common ground, God. But until you reach that part in your soul that you're ready to say goodbye, it's gonna hurt. I'm telling you right now, it's going to hurt. I know it is. When I finally sit down and I write that letter, it's going to hurt me. It's going to rip me apart. I know this. I know me. But I know that when I get done and I burn it, I'm not throwing the memory I have of him away. I'm not throwing the love that I had for him away. What I'm doing is I am saying it's okay. You can go home now. Please be at peace. Because I don't want him to hurt anymore. I don't, no, I want to be able to let people know how amazing he was, how important he was to this world. He was beautiful in every way. I just wish that I could have told him more how important he was. But yeah, am I talking only about me? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I know I do. I'm just not there. I'm not. And I know that sounds wrong and selfish, but I'm not. But maybe this will help somebody out there that feels like they're in the wrong for hanging on someone that they love. Because it's not wrong to love them for who they are. It's never wrong to love someone. But it's not okay for anybody, male or female, to hurt one another. It's never okay. Never. In any circumstances, it is not okay to hurt somebody. So if you're in a space that you're not for sure about, I want you to text 988 because they can help you. They can help you get to where you know that you're safe and that you really do matter to this world. And this world wouldn't be happy or light without you. And I hope my channel gives you peace, gives you comfort, lets you know that you're not alone. And people like me, we matter too. Even if you can't see us, God sees us. And the people that really do love us for who we are, they see us. And one day, you'll see us too. But you have to be in the light. So get in the light. You know, go to the light. Go to Jesus. I love you guys. I've been on here for an hour. So tomorrow, I will be on here for 2 hours. I love you so much. Thank you for always just being here. But seriously, guys, keep DMing me. I do answer. But it takes me a little bit because I gotta do my best to spell. But I will answer you, and I want you to talk. I want you to tell me how you are. I want you to be able, if you can talk to me the way you do, I want you to talk to God. Just like this. All right? All right. I love you. Sherry, I'll text you when I get off. I love you. Bye. God bless you all.